As the coronavirus outbreak continues, what steps can be taken to prevent the virus from spreading, and how can you protect yourself?
Dallas Ontiveros joins us live from Adventist Health Castle in Kailua with the details. Morning, Dallas.
Good morning, Christine and Kelly. I am still hanging out here at Adventist Health Castle with Dr. Tuckinlow. How's it going, Dr. Tuckinlow?
Dallas, you learned as well.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
how the new handshake is.
I've been paying attention to all your tips when it comes to avoiding the spread of the coronavirus and other general illnesses that you should know about. In the last half hour, we were talking about the proper way and how to wash your hands. And there's a lot of different steps when it comes to hand washing. But for people who just missed out on that moment, how important is it just to keep your hands washed, and how many times should you wash your hands in a day?
Well, we should be washing your hands as often as possible if you are especially having any kind of dirty material in your hand.
Okay.
You know, you should wash your hand whenever you touch anything, even your pets and so forth, any kind of working environment, sports environment, if you play sports, and definitely wash your hand before you eat and so forth. But the CDC actually has official recommendation in terms of the 5 steps to hand washing. And as you can see, the line of wire here is actually showing us a demonstration on how to do the washing. First step is actually, first you wet your hand, followed by lathering the hand, then scrub it, and then rinse it, and then dry it.
Great reminders right there. And you mentioned the word environment, whether it be a work environment, a school environment. When I think about environment, I think about all the places that are in a room and all the different surfaces that could be carrying potential germs. How often should you check your surroundings and make sure that your surfaces are clean so you're able to not spread any viruses or germs in your home?
Well, in your home, I would just check it every day. I would just kind of make sure that there's nothing that is actually out of the ordinary, especially in this environment where we actually are very high, very, very heightened awareness in terms of the coronavirus. At our clinic and so forth, we're actually cleaning it almost every hour. We're that serious about cleaning. We clean on every time the patient comes through the room. We wipe them down every time. And what you're seeing right now, we actually have a demonstration of how to actually clean the surface. And you notice that first of all, she can clean it very nicely in a circular motion. So she's to kind of go through that and making sure she's not missing any of the corners. There's many times those corners are the one that actually where you have the highest bacteria or germs that are staying in there. Dirt also is an environment where the bacteria and germ can actually stays in. So you got to make sure that she's doing that. And she noticed that she's actually wiping them through and not going right back to the same spot. Otherwise, you'll be spreading the germ into the same spot. We also would like to have material that you're using that actually going to have a dry time that is very, very short. Okay. We want to have a dry time of 2 minutes. Sometimes some of these material that you're using may last 3 to 5 minutes. We don't want that.
So stay away from the old sponges, the old t-shirt rags, like those type of cleaning products.
You're right. On the other hand, make sure you don't wipe off after you have cleaned up. Make sure that it dries up, because the drying, that 2-minute drying is actually what kills the germs. Okay. So if you wipe it down with the wet material, and then instead of waiting for the 2 minutes to dry, and you wipe it up with another dry cloth, that totally defeats the whole entire purpose. So make sure you have a short dry time, but you do want to have that dry time of 2 minutes. Let it dry for 2 minutes, and then that your place will be good to go for another day.
Okay, I'm seeing a theme here with the 2 minutes, because that's also the recommended time that you should take to wash your hands.
That's right.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
For 20 seconds for your washing your hands.
And the whole entire time,
process,
20
yeah,
minutes.
right.
Okay. Now, something I've noticed Olivia is using is some cleaning products. And, you know, something about the coronavirus is that there's a lot of information out there, you know, a lot. And it could be confusing some people. And some cleaning products in the back near the labeling says that, it's used for the coronavirus. So people are thinking like, oh, if I get this cleaning product from the department store, I'm safe from the coronavirus. But that's not exactly the case, right?
Not really so. Yeah, so I would read the label. We want something that actually gonna kill. So what she is using is ammonium chloride, and you can see that actually will kill a lot of the germs. Their percentage, we want to have any kind of alcohol material that is actually 60 to 65% more for surfaces that you can handle alcohol. You have to kind of look at the material, look at the label of those bottles. I don't condone one particular product versus another, but you have to make sure that the material is safe for the surfaces you're wiping.
Okay. And then just really quickly, I want to squeeze this question in because I think it's pretty important. There might be some people who are watching who may have the symptoms of a fever, whether it be shortness of breath, chills, or, sneezing or coughing. But what's the biggest factor that separates the common flu from the coronavirus?
I think one of the things that you have to remember is this coronavirus, the three major symptoms is first of all the fever. As you can see that everybody at the airport is checking the fever. So if you have a high fever, 104, 100.4 or above, you have the shortness of breath or coughing. So if you have those three major symptoms, that's alert you to thinking that you might have it, but unfortunately, the regular flu, the cold, all these other viruses, infection that you have, respiratory infection, had a very, very similar kind of symptomatology as well.
Okay. So, and what about traveling? So if you travel to China or any place that has been infected by the coronavirus, that definitely makes you more of a case compared to someone who has never traveled and who's feeling a little bit sick.
Very, very important. Travel history now is very important question we ask. That is actually the #1 first question we ask every time we are actually seeing a patient. Before the patient get to see me, when they do the intake in their outside, when the nurse is checking the patient in, first question we ask is, have you traveled?
Okay. And then I just want to wrap this up right here. I know we're running out of time right here, but, our area is just... It's a very mixed community with a lot of tourism, people from around the world. How do we not feel so paranoid with that in mind?
Dallas, the most important thing is use common sense. Be helpful, be preventative, and actually make sure that if you're sick, stay away so that the rest of us don't catch it from you.
There you go. Thank you so much, Dr. Tuckenlow, for that conversation. Of course, we'll have all these tips and information on our website today at Kt2.com. And until then, reporting from Adventist Health Castle, Dallas Navarro's working for Hawaii.
All right, great tips and reminders. Thank you, Dallas. The situation surrounding the coronavirus outbreak is continuing to evolve. We'll continue to follow it on air and online at Kt2.com. Could the stairway to heaven be on the move?
That's a new option being proposed by folks at Kualo Ranch. Since